The Toronto Raptors in Los Angeles for the final day as they head to Portland after practice today. The Raptors will finish the back end of this road trip with Portland, Denver, and Utah. Paul Jones, Sherman Hamilton, and Sherm. When you think about it, the NBA schedule, this 6-game trip, I don't know if the Raptors would have had a 6-game trip, and if it was a 5-game trip, probably would have been done in 8 or 9 days. This trip spans about 12 days, gives more time on the road, more time for bonding, and maybe, in a sense, more time for practice, even though the Raptors did have a day off yesterday.
Yeah, and you think about a road trip like this in the past where the Raptors would have had maybe a back-to-back scenario, which would have condensed the trip. No more of that. So they're going to have an extended period to really get to know each other, to really get involved in what they're trying to build throughout the course of this season. And I think this early road trip has helped them, but also you need time off. You can't just practice, and play. You need to get away, and the Raptors had a day off yesterday. They got to do their own thing, but it's back to work today to focus on Portland.
Well, to focus on Portland, and we're going to talk more about Portland tomorrow once the Raptors get there and have a chance to work out in final preparation before the game. But Sherm, I see them as Golden State light in a sense. They have that dynamic backcourt. They get up and down, and that building, the Moda Center, it's, in a sense, like Oracle. It can get really loud really quickly.
Well, it's another great venue for basketball. Moda Center gets really loud, to your point, and they really know how to build that crescendo and get to the point where their players feel it and feed off of it. But the backcourt, as we'll talk about tomorrow, but we know how explosive they can be. And the fact that they launch a lot of threes, that creates a lot of issues. But the Raptors have had a test of that on this road trip. They understand what to expect, and now it's about fine-tuning and preparing for that matchup against Portland.
All right, let's hear from head coach Dwayne Casey and DeLon Wright this morning.
Well, again, it's one of those things that, McCollum and also Lillard are very good in transition. The pickup point is similar to Golden State. You got to pick up 3 steps above the three-point line because their range is uncanny. But again, it comes back attention to detail and understanding. It's a 5-man job. It's not just the guy guarding Lillard and also McCollum. It's the 4 guys should be back next to him. They should see bodies coming down the floor. They can't see alleys. They can't see feel freedom in transition. And that's one thing we got to do a better job, not only tomorrow night, but going forward.
Yeah, this is a very long road trip. We're on the road for about 2 weeks, so we just have to, it's a part of the NBA. It's part of what we signed up for. Just deal with it and, we'll do the best we can.
So it's on to Portland for the Toronto Raptors. Remember, for all your Raptors news, highlights, and information, keep it set on Raptors.